Stop scrolling right now. Hear this clearly, because this explains what you've been fighting. God does not fund noise. He never has. And if your prayers have been loud, your declarations constant, your effort exhausting, yet nothing is moving, here is the immediate truth you need within the first few seconds. The delay is not resistance. It is qualification. God is not withholding wealth because you are unworthy. He withholds not because you are unworthy, but because noise disqualifies stewardship. Silence is not abandonment. Silence is alignment. Misunderstanding, this is exactly why many people lose wealth when it finally shows up. The moment you grasp this rule, everything you've been calling stagnation finally makes sense. And when the release begins, many are not delayed, they are being protected. Right now, if your life feels quieter than it has ever been, if conversations have dried up, if opportunities have slowed instead of multiplied, this is the reframe you've been missing. God is not testing your faith volume. He is testing your ability to carry weight without announcing it. Wealth does not respond to shouting. Influence does not respond to panic. Divine favor does not arrive where there is emotional noise. God funds order, restraint, and inner government. This is why the loud rarely last, and the quiet often inherits everything. And what most people don't realize is this: the quiet phase is where wealth transfer readiness is formed. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 divine realities about silence that most people completely misunderstand. But hear me carefully. If you skip ahead to the last revelation, you will miss the internal shift that determines whether wealth becomes a blessing or a burden. This matters more than you think when money, access, and opportunity actually arrive. What I'm sharing applies specifically to this season, especially as 2026 approaches, because many people will see doors open and lose them in the same year. You are not here randomly. You are here because this rule applies to you. You are a chosen one, not because you are visible, but because you are selected. Not because you speak the loudest, but because you are being trained to move with precision. And the enemy knows that if you learn this rule, he loses access to you completely. That's why distraction, pressure, and artificial urgency have tried to pull you back into noise. But today, that cycle ends. I'm going to show you why God removed the noise, what silence builds that noise destroys, and how alignment replaces effort when the time comes. Don't skip ahead. Everything builds. Stay with me, because what comes later depends on what settles now. The first revelation: the divine rule of strategic silence. Right now, chosen one, you are noticing something uncomfortable. People who once had access no longer do. You feel less interested in explaining yourself. You speak less, post less, react less. And part of you wonders if you are shrinking. You are not shrinking. You are consolidating. This is the rule God follows before expansion, especially before sudden provision. In Exodus 14:14, it says, "The Lord will fight for you. You shall hold your peace." That word peace does not mean comfort. It means silence. God commands silence not because he is inactive, but because he is taking over the battle. Noise is human effort trying to stay relevant. Silence is divine authority stepping in. And this is important, because authority is what sustains wealth after it arrives. Right now, what you are experiencing is not loss. It is reduction by design. God removes excess before increase. He strips unnecessary voices before multiplying influence. He narrows environments before widening territory. The wealth tied to your calling requires an internal structure noise cannot support. Loud people react. Quiet people observe. Loud people chase. Quiet people position. Loud people explain. Quiet people let results speak. When the release begins, silence does more than protect you. It determines how much you can truly hold. Maybe you've noticed your phone is quieter. Maybe fewer people check on you. Maybe you are no longer invited into spaces you once occupied. This is not rejection. This is extraction. God is removing you from environments that cannot handle what you are being prepared to steward. Silence is not loneliness. Silence is insulation. And here's where many people get this wrong. They break silence right before alignment begins. The Lord is saying to you right now that your reduction is strategic. He is removing access points. He is closing unnecessary doors. He is teaching you restraint. Because what comes next does not survive constant explanation. Chosen one, you are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are being positioned for influence that requires control, not attention, the kind of control billionaire-level stewardship demands. Pause for a moment. If this confirms what you've been experiencing, if you recognize that God has been reducing noise around you, type "God is positioning me" in the comments. And if you are serious about understanding wealth from a prophetic and disciplined perspective, subscribe to Chosen Billionaire and turn on notifications. This channel is not for hype. It is for preparation. And the next revelation will change how you understand effort itself. Wait, before we go deeper, I need to tell you something that shifts everything. The enemy hoped silence would make you insecure. He expected you to panic, over-explain, over-spiritualize, and return to noise. But every day you stayed quiet, you grew heavier. Weight is invisible until it moves a room. Silence doesn't delay wealth. It compounds readiness. And this is where most people lose everything. Not because they lacked faith, but because they broke formation too early. Now let me show you why. The second revelation, the destruction noise causes to wealth capacity. Right now, many chosen ones confuse motion with progress. They assume constant activity equals alignment. But wealth responds to clarity, not chaos. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." That phrase, "be still," means cease striving. Stop forcing outcomes. Stop broadcasting your process. Stop reacting to every pressure. God is not impressed by exhaustion. He responds to order. This is why sudden provision often bypasses the loud. Not because God withholds, but because noise fractures stewardship. It fragments attention. It inflates emotional spending. It weakens readiness. Noise creates premature decisions. Noise leaks energy. Silence, on the other hand, builds internal governance. It trains you to move intentionally. This is why those who learn silence early survive expansion later, and those who don't often receive opportunity and lose it in the same season. Maybe you've experienced this pattern. You push hard, you pray louder, you declare more aggressively, and the moment you relax, something resolves. That's not coincidence. That's alignment. God does not respond to desperation. He responds to readiness. Sudden wealth does not arrive through hustle. It arrives through structure. This matters more than you think when money begins to move. Right now, God is rewiring how you relate to money, opportunity, and timing. He is removing the belief that you must fight for everything. He is teaching you that alignment attracts what effort repels. This is how kingdom prosperity works. It is governed, not chased. It is stewarded, not flaunted. Chosen one. Silence is training your nervous system. It is teaching you to receive without panic. It is breaking the poverty pattern that equates struggle with worthiness. You are not becoming passive. You are becoming precise, and precision multiplies outcomes. Before we move to the final revelation, if you believe this season is recalibrating you for financial breakthrough, type 2026 My Wealthy Era in the comments. Not as hype, but as alignment. Chosen billionaire family, we are not declaring outcomes. We are declaring readiness. Stay with me, because the final revelation explains when silence turns into movement. Can I be completely honest with you? Everything so far has been foundation. But what I'm about to share is why this video found you. This is where restraint turns into positioning, and where many people either cross over or collapse. The third revelation, the law of timed release. Those who break silence too early don't just delay wealth, they fracture it. This is why many people receive an opportunity and lose it in the same year. Silence is seasonal. Ecclesiastes 3:7 says, "There is a time to keep silence and a time to speak." God does not silence you forever. He silences you until your internal structure matches your external assignment. The mistake most people make is breaking silence too early. They announce before they can sustain. They speak before they can stabilize. And hear this clearly. Those who break silence early don't just delay wealth, they fracture it. This is why many people receive opportunity and lose it in the same year. Here's how you know silence is nearing completion. You feel clarity instead of urgency. You feel calm instead of pressure. You stop chasing validation. You start noticing alignment. Doors open without force. Conversations happen without effort. Ideas arrive without anxiety. This is not sudden wealth yet. This is proximity. God-ordained wealth does not rush. It arrives clean. It arrives without sorrow. It arrives when you no longer need to prove anything. The silence trained you for this. It taught you patience. It taught you discretion. It taught you discernment. And when the release happens, it does not feel chaotic. It feels inevitable. Chosen one, you are not waiting for money. You are completing formation. And when formation finishes, provision follows. Not because you demanded it, but because you can now govern it. Now that you understand why God reduced the noise, what silence builds that noise destroys, and how timing governs release. Hear this carefully. This is not hype. This is alignment language. Every internal pattern that sabotages stewardship is being dismantled. Every mindset that equates noise with progress is being corrected. Every door that requires panic to enter is closing, and every door that responds to alignment is opening. You are not rushing. You are readying. This is not motivation. This is prophetic alignment. What is being built in you now will last longer than what noise ever produced. So, chosen one, your quiet season was not punishment. It was preparation. Your reduction was not loss. It was refinement. And your restraint is not delay. It is discipline. God does not fund noise. He funds structure. He funds order. He funds those who can hold weight without announcing it. If you want to understand the signs wealth is about to move, how provision begins showing up quietly, and what changes right before financial doors open, I created the next video specifically for you. The link is on your screen and in the description. Do not miss it. Before you go, remember Proverbs 10:22. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. What God releases through alignment carries no chaos, no regret, no contamination. If this resonated, do 3 things. Type Amen and 111 in the comments as a seal of alignment. Subscribe to Chosen Billionaire for disciplined prophetic wealth content. And share this with one person who is tired of noise and ready for structure. Tell them, this is for you. This is Chosen Billionaire. Stay grounded, stay disciplined, stay aligned. Your preparation is speaking louder than noise ever could.